change leaders develop cultural intelligence. Leadership learning. On this day, 11th of July, 1767, John Quincy Adams was born, becoming a visionary leader who championed transformational change and later served as the sixth U.S. president. Born in Braintree, now Quincy, Massachusetts, John Quincy Adams entered the world during a transformative period in history. Growing up during the American Revolution, he watched the Battle of Bunker Hill from Penn's Hill and heard the cannons roar across Boston's Back Bay. As the son of John Adams, the second president of the United States, and Abigail Smith Adams, young John Quincy was destined to witness and shape the formation of American democracy. His formative years were marked by extraordinary international exposure, which later proved invaluable in his diplomatic career. Between 1778 and 1780, he accompanied his father to Europe, studying in Paris and at the University of Leiden, where he gained fluency in French and Dutch, developing a rare global perspective for his generation. At the remarkably young age of 14, Adams demonstrated exceptional maturity when he accompanied Francis Dana, United States envoy to Russia, as his private secretary and interpreter of French. His time in St. Petersburg and role in the Peace of Paris marked him as a skilled diplomat before adulthood. After graduating from Harvard College in 1787, Adams pursued law, yet his true calling lay in public service and diplomacy. Appointed by President Washington as minister to the Netherlands in 1794, Adams used The Hague to report critical intelligence during the War of the First Coalition. He was also instrumental in negotiating the Treaty of Ghent, 1814, which ended the War of 1812 and restored peaceful relations between the United States and Britain. As Secretary of State under President James Monroe, Adams achieved several significant diplomatic victories. He helped secure Oregon with England, gained Florida from Spain, and shaped the Monroe Doctrine to deter European colonization. The presidential election of 1824 marked one of the most contentious periods in American political history. Adams won a bitter election over Andrew Jackson, though the election was ultimately decided by the House of Representatives when no candidate secured a majority in the Electoral College. This controversial victory would overshadow much of his presidency. As president, Adams proved to be a visionary leader whose ideas were often ahead of their time. He advocated for internal improvements, such as a national road and a network of canals. His agenda proposed a national university, observatory, and infrastructure projects to transform American society. However, Adams's presidency was marked by significant political opposition and personal challenges. His vision of strong federal leadership clashed with prevailing political sentiment. The political climate was further complicated by accusations of a corrupt bargain with Henry Clay, which damaged his credibility and effectiveness as a leader. Following his presidency, Adams embarked on perhaps his most transformative chapter as a member of the House of Representatives from 1831 to 1848. During this period, he became known as Old Man Eloquent for his passionate advocacy against slavery expansion. His post-presidency showed resilience and a tireless commitment to national progress. His life story reveals how true visionaries must often endure periods of misunderstanding and opposition before their contributions are fully recognized and appreciated. Change leadership lessons. The legacy of John Quincy Adams offers profound insights into the nature of transformational leadership. His ability to maintain principled positions despite political adversity, his commitment to long-term national interests over short-term political gain, and his willingness to champion unpopular causes demonstrate the characteristics of authentic change leadership. Leaders of change must develop cultural intelligence and international exposure to navigate complex negotiations and build lasting diplomatic relationships across diverse cultures. They understand that even brilliant transformational ideas fail when they exceed stakeholders' capacity for accepting change within their organizations. Change leaders demonstrate how principled advocacy requires personal resilience, enduring isolation whilst maintaining their core values throughout challenging periods. They illustrate how effective leaders reinvent their approaches whilst preserving fundamental principles, extending their impact beyond initial roles and responsibilities. Leaders of change often achieve delayed recognition as their forward-thinking vision contributes to societal transformation that validates their groundwork decades later. Summary leadership quote: Change leaders blend cultural intelligence with unwavering principles, adapting their methods while maintaining core values. Knowing transformation often requires patient persistence for delayed recognition. Organizational change application, change leadership responsibility. 1. Articulate a change vision. Adams's presidency illustrates how leaders with bold, long-term visions must navigate the realities of institutional resistance. His efforts to articulate a vision for scientific advancement, infrastructure, and education highlight the challenge of aligning visionary ideals with prevailing political realities. Despite opposition, Adams's unwavering consistency in advocating for progress exemplified how leaders must continuously communicate, defend, and embody their vision. His post-presidency work in Congress reinforced this idea, demonstrating that a change vision must persist beyond tenure and be sustained through personal conviction and public engagement. A compelling change vision demands ongoing communication that reinforces a leader's long-term commitment to progress. This vision must be consistently embodied through visible leadership behaviors that reflect integrity and principle. By doing so, leaders like John Quincy Adams foster trust, enable alignment, and empower others to take confident steps toward a shared and transformative national or organizational interest. Find out more. Change Management Leadership, Leadership of Change, Volume 4,